Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Last week the Prime Minister came to my electorate, to my community, and what did he do? He washed a young woman's hair. It's such a shame that he didn't tell me he was coming, because I would have introduced to him to a range of local people, the sort of people that it seems that he just doesn't want to hear from, like Tracy, who's the hardest working nurse you could ever hope to meet, who was in my office last week crying because she and her colleagues at Frankston Hospital are run off their feet and they are getting no recognition from the federal government. Or Matthew, who has an intellectual disability and all he wants to do is get a job, but because of cuts to his NDIS plan, he can't even afford the transport to go to interviews. Or Joe, perhaps, whose parents are in aged care, the aged care system which is in crisis. They got COVID, they were separated, isolated in dementia wards, and so distressed at being left alone that they had to be sedated. Or maybe the aged care workers who are working shift after shift after shift to care for the most vulnerable Australians and have had their pleas for help ignored by this federal government and a minister who goes to the cricket. Or perhaps he could have talked to Rachel, who runs 2 GP clinics in Carrum Downs, and they can't get bulk billing GPs to come and to stay because of this government's policies. These are the real people in my electorate who I stand up for every day.
I call the member for River